everybody, welcome back to, we're playing Hive Swap Friendsim and all that.
Indeed. That is the truth.
Well, I don't know why the intro this time is weird, but I'm not words right now.
I mean, you're not normally words. And also, this is a dark world. Not the dark world, but it's a dark world.
I'll be honest, I read that without the A at first, and I was like, this is Dark World. What? What do you mean?
This is Darkland, King Koopa's own kingdom. Both because it's night and because of the brutal struggle for survival among its polyhemocratic... God, I can't read.
Polyhemochromatic?
Yeah. See, I knew that, but I couldn't read it. Inhabitants, many of whom seem to thrive on havoc and carnage. You'd be interested to see the Michelin Guide entry for Alternia.
What does that mean?
I don't know. Is this a different font than they've been using?
I don't think so.
Maybe it's just the stark black on white thing bugging me. I don't know. You're convinced that after a day here, Ayn Rand would sign up with the Little Sisters of the Poor. Genghis Khan and Attila the Hun would join the Quakers. And Adolf Hitler would seek membership in the World Peace Council.
What?
I mean, you know, people don't think that they themselves are evil.
Well, true.
Woo! Godwin's Law alert. Feeling a little dramatic tonight.
Man, this is just weird, because, like, the previous one was like, blah, 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 friendship, and I'm just like... Also, Boulder's route just messed with me, because, like, not only was it all, like, way too zen and crazy and just the crazy ending in the one ending, it didn't feel like it was focusing on Boulder. It felt like it was focusing on, like, MC, which was, like, just weird.
Yeah. So we got Marsty Haltek and Karako Pero.
Yeah. He's adorable.
That's a he?
Yeah.
Huh, okay.
Also, fun fact, because of the crazy church clown lady and the clown with the hat, who we haven't actually gotten to play his route yet. A lot of people are theorizing that his route is going to be last. Just in general, I'm like, I basically come to the conclusion, I'm just not going to like the clowns. I'm just not going to like clowns in general. And then shenanigans happened whenever they posted information about this route, and I'm like, I like one clown. Probably. We'll see when we play his route. But we're not actually playing his route first, because the poll that I do on Tumblr,
Yeah,
it's crazy, because like it was like staying at like 50%, like through the entire. It's like it didn't matter how many votes it got, it was just staying at 50%. I wound up whenever it turns out we actually were gonna get to record tonight, it was not at half and half, but that's because there was an odd number of votes. And Anon actually... Oh, she's smiling. No smile? Smile. No smile? Smile. Anyway, the same 11-year-old Anon that did like a tiebreaker previously, they like sent a message in. And they also voted for Marsty, so that's like... Bleh, I suddenly don't know words again.
how do you know it's the same person if it's an Anon?
I don't. All I know is I only got one message, so I am going to assume it was the same person.
Wow.
He's so adorable. But also, I'm afraid for his name because it's
Kakarot.
Actually, it's funny, whenever his troll call card thing came out, it was like, they were just like, who is this? We don't know who this is. He doesn't even have any information on his card, it's just... Ooh, what? So this is the first we're actually seeing his name, despite the fact that we've known who he is. Well, we haven't known who he is. I'm rambling. Point is, his name makes me think of this. There's this Vocaloid song called... I can't pronounce this. Karakuri Piero, something like that.
Yeah.
It's
It's like a puppet thing, right? Karakuri.
yeah. Now that you mention it,
So puppet clown.
yeah. And it's kind of a sad song. Like, it's really not that sad compared to other Vocaloid songs, but it has me all concerned.jpg.
Well, now, did you click on what's her face?
Yeah.
Okay. Despite a certain sense of pervading existential gloom that you haven't.
Wait a minute. Why is the music already here?
Because they're inconsistent about this crap. Nice music, though.
Yeah.
Despite a certain sense of pervading existential gloom that you haven't managed to shake even after communing with a possible Oracle/secret agent, you are feeling pretty alright. You are also jamming out to some sick beats.
Sorry. Give me a sec. I really like the music. I don't know.
Yeah. No more brooding in your cliffside apartment. You have a fresh thirst this evening. A thirst for friendship. You're wandering around a neighborhood you haven't seen in a while. Just a few blocks from where you crash landed.
Okay, so he was just being kind of moody last playthrough.
I guess so.
Huh. That's just his moody episode. Two, what is the voice you're doing? Is this...
Just like a weird, random, overly dramatic narrator voice? I don't know.
There's something weird about it that I can't place, but...
Meanwhile, at the Legion of Doom... Maybe you'll go pay a visit to the crash site of your ship, even though it's long since been stripped for parts by the local population.
Oh, dang, so you don't even... Like, your spaceship isn't even there anymore?
Excellent.
Wait, how come you didn't get your friends to help you haul it over to... Because I would have figured Vickery, at least, would have, brain... Yeah, wait a minute. You know, the other day I was trying to figure out which trolls had been mentioned in which Hatton. Has Vickery been mentioned at all since his route?
Not that I recall. Then again, why would some weird airplane enthusiast ever come up?
Because he is my son. He is... What? That's the thing. That's the thing that people get attached to characters and they're like, that's my son, that's my daughter, that's my child. Vickery is my son, Sarava is my child. And, yeah. Anyway.
Or maybe you'll try to find Diamond and say hi. Though you're... Okay, seriously though, I thought it was Diamond. Like, I know we were pronouncing it Damon before.
No, it's always been Diamond. Diamond.
Yeah, we were saying Damon before, but like, I saw something, like, online, like, within the past few days where it was spelled Die-Man. I was like, oh, why didn't I call it Die-Man in the game? You know, that ultimate Mega Man boss, Die-Man. His special power is just to die.
Oh my god, what? Also, just, wait, so have you been, like, looking up Hypesoft stuff?
No,
or?
I don't remember where I saw it, honestly. Like, I don't look this crap up.
You haven't finished reading that.
You are right. I'm gonna stop that voice, though, because it's stupid. Or maybe you'll try to find Diamond to say hi, though you're pretty sure he's still living the nomadic shrubbery lifestyle. You're just here after the nostalgia, honestly. Malaise who? You hardly know her.
Who's Malaise? Who the fuck? We haven't met anybody named Malaise. That's not even a valid troll name. That has like 7 letters. Malaise.
Is that a thing?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, like, trolls, the first, their first name has to have 6 letters, and their last name also has to have 6 letters. Just like the humans, their first name has to have 4 letters, and their last name has to have, I don't remember.
Anyways, I read that.
Yeah, right.
Just then.
Wait a minute. But you didn't. Who is Malays?
I don't think anyone is Malays.
And what's
I
Malays?
I feel like this is an expression or a reference to a movie or something.
Huh.
I don't honestly know. Just then, from across the street, echo two voices raised in argument.
What?
Well, one is soft and murmuring, and one is loud and honking. A rust-blood girl and a purple-blood guy are squared off in front of a patch of graffiti that blooms over the bricks like moss.
Wait, so... Are we meeting both of them right now?
Nah.
You think? Well, we could be.
I mean, that'd be neat, but I doubt it. The girl appears to be in the process of scrubbing it away. There's a mop bucket and a collection of sponges next to her. And I told you, this shit is sacred motherfucking iconography, the Purple Bloods is saying. So fuck the hell off, little red dumpling.
That's so stupid.
The Rust Blood says something back that makes him laugh. The sacred iconography appears to be a collection of swear words and a couple colorful renderings of certain sections of troll anatomy you have not yet had the chance to explore. Exploring.
Excuse you?
And a crown. There's a crown, too.
And a smiley face or something. Bleh. Anyway. Bleh.
Oh. The girl with the bucket wrings her sponge out and stares the clown down.
Is anybody gonna point out the fact she has a bucket? I mean... Because,
I think you've already just missed that part of the conversation. Most likely. That was probably in the opening bits of the conversation, honestly. Well, you assume she's staring him down. She's wearing big round goggles to match the bright rubber gloves pulled all the way up to her elbows. Despite the mop bucket, she looks more like a scientist from a B-grade horror movie than a janitor. The Purple Blood doesn't have any visible weapons on him, but that doesn't make him look any less dangerous. And unless the girl has a blade in that mop handle, she's totally defenseless.
What, a mop isn't a weapon?
No. You've faced this precise scenario more than once, but it doesn't get any easier. No matter how much self-confidence you earn or hardships you endure, life or death, friendship decisions don't get any easier.
Wait, are we deciding who to side with? What is this?
Intervene or mind your own business for once in your life. I'm pretty sure minding your business is wrong, but...
But I don't know. Maybe she can kick ass and take names.
Yeah, but then you won't get to hang out. Because you, like, go on your merry way.
I don't know, but I am going to intervene.
Okay. Who are you kidding? You were never going to leave her to fend for herself. It's against your religion. Your religion of reflexively and ceaselessly searching for new buddies. You aren't making excuses for it anymore. You've decided to take what Boulder said to heart and just resign yourself to your fate. Well, that isn't exactly what she said, but a lot of it was confusing and spooky. You are half convinced she was just doing it for the mysterious aesthetic.
Man, that would be kind of a troll.
Of course it would.
Just shut up.
You stride confidently toward the altercation, calling out a challenge to the rogue clown. Nobody messes with those less fortunate while you are on the case. And since it's been resoundingly too long since you've had a truly ironic and hilarious twist of fate befall you, as soon as you step onto the sidewalk, the Purple Blood's fist connects with your head, and your head connects with the concrete.
Ow.
Wow. I'm honestly surprised.
Well, to be fair, clowns are tough as shit, so I should have seen that coming.
Well.
I kind of thought he would just talk them down, though.
Yeah, honestly. But anyway. Let's go get the other bad ending. Quack.
What?
I don't know. Chickens quack, don't they?
Well, I mean,
Listen, you aren't the goddamn alien special forces. You aren't the friendship police. They are ponies.
what?
You can't afford to insert yourself into the middle of every single altercation in hopes that the drunken gamble of destiny will offer up new and greater connections onto your sore, tired ass. You aren't made of goodwill alone. Everyone needs breaks, man. You march casually by, hands behind your back. If you knew how to whistle, you would. Nothing to see here, folks.
Yeah, okay.
Feet smack the ground behind you and the girl runs by, surprisingly spry in the rubber boots. Not spry enough, apparently, because the high blood is hot on her heels. Nope, not helping. Definitely not. Don't get involved. Don't get involved. You already made your choice. You are not getting involved. At the last moment, you stick out one of your famous legs and the clown goes flying. He hits the pavement hard, nose first.
Famous legs.
Son of a bitch. There you went and got involved. The high blood might be kissing concrete, but he won't be for very long. It's tough to kill a clown. You take this opportunity to get the fuck out. Damn, you don't know anybody around here. Maybe you can run back to your stolen vehicle before... Hands grab you by the back of the hoodie, hauling you around the corner and into the shadows of an alleyway. Shit, the clown must have friends, and those friends must have circled around behind you. You open your mouth to scream, not because you think anyone's going to help you, just because you might as well. If you can't go out fighting, might as well go out making as much noise and being as obnoxious as possible. A rubber-gloved hand slaps you over the mouth before you get out more than a squeak. You taste soap.
Yeah.
Disgusting.
I have advice for you.
I like the quirk is just a little frowny face. Well, it's not really
Yeah.
a frown.
She's like, ugh.
She should sound like Raven from Teen Titans.
I don't have a good mental impression.
Well, that's your problem, isn't it?
Chill. Stop struggling. That's not Raven, is it?
No.
No. Okay.
She's got like this. She's got this growly thing throughout her voice. She's like, it's like she's constantly doing this, just a little bit.
You know, just like load something on your phone.
Okay.
Be right back. Wait, where's the? Okay, so I still don't know how to do Raven's voice, but we got something from Marcy, which we think. I realized at one point so there's this blog that just ran. I don't know if the quotes are like from something, or if they just randomly string words together and they're like, yeah, this person totally said that at some point. But there's this blog. There's like two blogs with very similar names, and I can't remember which one it is. But anyway, they had some stuff with Tizius and Sarava interacting, and I was like, oh hey, I love both of those characters, so I was gonna voice act it. But then I realized, shit, my Sarava and my Tizius voice is literally the same voice. But as we're sitting here talking about the voices, we think this voice isn't that voice. Probably. It's not Raven's voice either, but good enough, whatever. Point is, stop struggling.
It's the Rustblood girl. She's taken the time you bought her and cashed it in to take refuge in an alleyway. The two of you hold still as the purple blood storms by, stomping and cursing and bleeding from a gash across his forehead.
Ouch. Also, just, are we actually gonna get to see any... okay, so, the Gold Bloods, they have psionics.
Okay.
The Rust Bloods also have, like, some telekinesis-y stuff. But, we haven't seen any in the Friendsim. Like, we saw some in, Hive Swap. Like, a little bit. I don't remember if those parts got posted or not. But anyway.
Ha! You did that. Your leg did that. You will never get over the rush you receive from doing something cool and competent. Marcy holds on to you until the sound of his footsteps fade. You know her name somehow.
Oh, dang. How
you-
do we know her name?
You feel her heartbeat hammering against your back. She lets you go and slides away to the other side of the alley, as if in apology for being so close to you before.
Huh. Also, she has some Vegeta hair going on.
Yeah,
Like-
kind.
Like, I'm not actually sure if, like, this part is, like, bangs or...
It's bangs. It's got a shadow.
Huh. See, before I was thinking it was that, what's that thing called? The
Widow's
crow's...
Peak.
Oh, yeah, Widow's Peak. Yeah, it does kind of look more like bangs than that.
Yep.
Because it kind of comes down pretty low for... Yeah, okay. I'm rambling. Point is... But, you read that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Her boots squeak. You take a few steps nearer so you don't have to shout to be heard. You thank her for helping. You're both just all about helping, apparently. You decide not to mention that part where you tried very hard not to get involved.
Yeah. You didn't have to do that. Actually, you shouldn't have. I'm perfectly capable of tripping my own clowns.
You tell her you have no doubt that's true, even if she doesn't have a sword in her mop handle. She seems to have a good pair of legs. Mentioning her mop appears to remind her that she left all her cleaning equipment out on the street. She takes a furtive glance back down the way the guy had gone and heads back up toward the graffiti. You scamper to keep up.
You shouldn't be out alone in a place like this. Not that I can really summon much gumption to care beyond this one walk down the street. What? Not that I can really summon the... What?
I don't know.
But you did come here to die.
Did you come here to die?
Oh, but did you come here to... Oh. Oh, what? Because that's what's going to happen if you keep this shit up. Is that face, like, more spaced out than the other one?
Yeah.
What's your deal?
You don't really know about your deal. You've worked really hard to not consider your deal at all, because the existential radio static that prickles at the base of your neck when you think about your deal is astoundingly unpleasant. Attempting to change the subject, you ask her if maybe she shouldn't get out of here while she has the chance. Is that bucket really that important to her? Marcy looks at you with a certain eyebrow raise that you're well accustomed to by now. Oh shit. You just put your foot in your mouth again, culture-wise. You wish you could find a book with Crash Course on Alternia, or at least a decent Wikipedia article. But it's not like there's any helpful Earth guide for idiots. At least you've never heard of one. Besides, things are different depending on where you are on Earth, geographically. You imagine it's the same for Alternia. You feel positively nauseated at the idea of having to learn a whole new set of societal norms. You'll just stay in this particular city, thank you very much.
Do I care about my bucket? That's kind of a weird way to phrase it. Am I still doing the voice?
More or less.
I care about it as much as the next person who doesn't want to get cold. Also, scour drays? Scour drays.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Also, scour drays don't grow on coniferous fauna.
She tosses the discarded sponges back into the bucket. You bend down to help, but she stops you with a sardonic glance. Most of her glances are sardonic, but this one is especially so. She goes back to work on the graffiti.
What is sardonic? Because isn't that like that one gem fusion who's like really happy and fun to be around? Because this is not giving me the impression of she's really happy and thinks you're fun to be around.
No, I don't think sardonic is the same as sardonyx, considering sardonyx is a type of rock. Anyway, I don't actually know what sardonic means.
Okay. If you're going to hang around, you could make yourself less useless. Watch and make sure that high blood doesn't come back.
Oh yeah, for sure. You can totally do that. Of course, you won't be able to actually do anything if he comes back. Where's Rimley when you need her?
Well, you can tell Marcy that he's coming back. Like, you guys can run. I don't know. That's useful.
Maybe you could use your own limp corpse to slow the clown down. Not that you know Marcy well enough yet to love the idea of sacrificing yourself for her. Man, character development is great. Not immediately going to your death is great. That thought sends a creeping wash of anxiety along your spine. You don't understand it, so you try to distract yourself.
Ugh. Just that's kind of a mood. The whole, I don't know what the heck is going on in my brain, so I'm gonna just ignore it.
Did he just become slightly self-aware of the plot? Or something?
I mean, he's aware of his own character development. So, sort of, I guess?
Okay. You ask Marcy if she just cleans graffiti or if she has other jobs. Okay, well maybe not jobs. You know, nobody in Alternia has an actual job.
Whatever I'm feeling, mostly. Today I was feeling getting rid of this incredibly ugly piece of shit drawing. Tomorrow I might be feeling dirty and... Tomorrow I might be feeling dirty front door mats. Depends on my mood.
Yeah, you def got that. You are also a person of mercurial moods. Do you seek out new friends tonight, or do you go to one of your standby pals? Sometimes the universe just sweeps in and decides for you.
Yeah, well... You are extremely weird and focused on weird shit. But also kind of magnetic at the same time. It's freaking me out. Honestly, you're kind of, just, what the fuck?
Wow, thank you. Marcy dunks her sponge back in the bucket. Or scour tray, right. Buckets are dirty.
The drones don't make it down here very often. So there's a lot of shit to scrub.
You tell her it's cool that she likes cleaning so much. Where you're from, physical labor is considered morally virtuous, but also kind of looked down on. Fuck, maybe you could use maybe you could use an Earth cultural handbook of your own damn self?
It's funny because you read this is a sentence and that is a question instead of the other way around.
Yeah, no.
Oh, right. Who said anything about liking it? Who made the rule that I can only do what I like?
She slams the sponge down hard into the scour tray, getting water down the front of her apron.
This is just what I do. What, do you like wandering around in someone else's hoodie? Accosting strangers?
Kind of. Sometimes. You didn't choose the friend life, the friend life chose you. But Marcy isn't a stranger in the strange world like you are. She's got horns and gray skin and everything. You realize she's a rusty, but come on.
Oh, yeah. How many burgundies do you know exactly?
Well, one. And he is interested in, meat. But he's pretty enthusiastic about it. One might say, over-enthusiastic.
You think I'm not enthusiastic?
She scrubs harder to show you just how enthusiastic she can be. A delicate calligraphy-based rendering of the word globe gobbler disappears beneath her soapy hands. Okay, maybe Diamond is not the greatest example of someone enjoying their hobbies in a healthy and natural way, but you know plenty of other low-bloods with cool hobbies. Skyla, Chixie, Sarava.
Am I supposed to know who those idiots are?
These idiots.
These idiots. I think I lost the texture.
Maybe.
Not all lowbloods know each other.
Oh man, that's not what you meant at all.
I'm not going to explain my life story to some random alien. Are you going to help or not?
Oh, well, you thought you were supposed to be keeping an eye out for clowns?
Yeah, well instead you were asking me invasive questions. So, now help me scrub. So now help me... So now help me scrub. For some reason I read that as if she's calling you a scrub.
Despite these mixed signals, you pick up a sponge and start cleaning. This is actually a lot harder work than it looks like, and your back and shoulders begin to ache immediately. If Marcy does this every day, she must be ripped under that jacket.
Well, I mean, I don't know, she kind of looks a little scrawny, honestly.
I mean, you can be scrawny and also muscular.
Well, I mean... anyway.
She stops talking and you just clean alongside her, worried that you're royally screwing this up. You don't know how to fix it. The graffiti is quickly disappearing between your combined efforts, and you aren't sure how much longer she's going to put up with you after that. You've got to pull out the big friendship guns, and fast. You ask, in your characteristically smooth style, what she's doing after this. Any plans? Just hypothetically.
Who knows? Probably I'll just look for more shit to clean.
Well, it just so happens you know a lot of dirty places. Just exceptionally filthy.
Oh, yeah? Where? Okay,
I don't know.
I don't even know which areas are uptown and which ones are downtown.
Like, I don't know. I know, like...
Maybe uptown is just... Because I know in general,
in, like, uptown places, like, swanky, and downtown is just, like, the business district or something.
I thought downtown was, like, the slums or something, but we're already in the...
Did you say slubs?
Slums.
See, I know it's slums, but I could swear you said slubs.
I don't know. I don't even know if I'm using that word correctly. Ugh. Anyway. So, basically we're probably saying something to the equivalent of high blood versus low blood, maybe?
Maybe? I don't know.
Do you think Sarava lives downtown?
For some reason, I'm gonna say no.
Aw. I don't know, so,
Pick the wrong one.
uptown, I guess? Because that's probably wrong, because that's...
Uptown, funk you up. Say uptown, funk you up. It just so happens that you have connections, uptown girls, and boys. You ask Marcy how she'd like to clean a mansion.
Sorry, I don't know. I didn't think about that. That might be really...
So, I'm sorry.
I lost my words again. What?
So we're going to a mansion?
Oh, wait. Wait, like... Maybe Galec's place?
Not my first thought.
We better not be going to Zebra's place, or else, Zebra's place, or else I will just straight up murder main character, because there have been, people theorizing that the, there's like a low blood who, Zebra was really rude to in his route, which I don't really remember, because I completely blacked out the entire thing. But, some people were theorizing that it could have been, Marcy. Oh, also, something that, me and a couple other people have, well, I don't know if I ever mentioned it publicly. I think I mentioned it in one of the videos we did. I don't remember. Anyway, just, maybe Marcy, and Tigra know each other, because she's all into bath bombs, according to her card thingy, and Tigra is with the fancy bath product things, and...
Yes, they're both disgusting.
Anyway.
I mean, soap grosses me out, bro.
Anyway, I guess that could be cool. What are you thinking?
Well, first of all, you wanted to bring her to your new friend to your... First of all, you want to bring your new friend to your swank stolen car. Marcy doesn't seem that interested, although she does comment that she's never been in a scuttlebuggy.
You know, it occurs to me, I think I already had a voice for Marcy, but I didn't know, her personality at the time, but just... So I keep going back to, trying to to do more, what are they called? Comic dubs?
Yeah.
Because literally, that one comic dub I did is the most popular thing on my channel, which is kind of frustrating, honestly, but, I haven't managed to edit them together properly. Like, I recorded a bunch, but just our availability to actually record stuff is kind of limited depending on shenanigans that go down.
Yeah, man.
And I want to say that I actually have to re-record this one thing, because... Anyway, point is, there was this one comic, whenever the troll call was going on, they were doing this thing where you could do, like, comics for this competition thing.
Mm-hmm.
And, somebody did a comic with Marcy in it, and I don't, like, due to the fact that I don't even know if I'm going to manage to be able to put these things together, and so far the answer to that has been no. I haven't asked permission yet. I figured once I actually got any good headway with it, I would go through and ask people permission. Although there was this one person I got a bunch of comics from that I went to their FAQ and it said, yeah, you know, I don't care, go ahead. And I'm like, but I have to ask permission. Anyway, I'm rambling, but my point is that I already did a voice for Marcy at one point, I think. I don't remember what it was, though.
Well, that was a long story to get to that point.
That's just what we do.
It is.
Friggin'.
It's part of our family.
Honestly, yeah. It's a very common thing with our dad's side of the family. But anyway, did you already read that?
Yes.
Okay. I did get to my... I feel like there was a point that I brought up in my rambling that I don't know if I finished or not, but...
That you already had a voice for her, but don't remember what it was.
Yeah, not that. Not the main point. Some other point.
Then she begins picking up the crumbs from your back seat. You tell her she doesn't have to clean up after you.
Bold of you. I'm... bold of you to it. Bold of you to assume I'm doing it for you.
You shrug. You've come to accept that some of your friends are just fundamentally difficult to understand. Some days you really think you're beginning to get it, and the next you remember that alien isn't just your immigration status. Marcy stares out the window as the houses get bigger and grander. A car passes beneath an archway and a light sweeps over the two of you. Marcy stiffens. You tell her not to worry. It's just a sensor to discern your blood color. Malik gives you the plug-in to scramble it. Wait. Malik gave you plug-in to scramble it. No stress.
Wait, why do you need to scramble a blood color thing? Well, I know why main character would, because, you know, mutant blood. Well, he's not in mutant blood, but he's not on the troll team of spectrum, but I don't really know why.
Because isn't she like bottom of the barrel?
Well, yeah, but I mean, yes, but like, I don't know. There's. I don't know, that's just weird. Because it's not like different casts never interact. I mean, they usually don't interact depending on the specific. Because there was that one Rustblood who had like a clown quadrant mate in that one route, you know, in Polypa's route, and no, I guess that wasn't a low blood neighborhood. I think it was said that it was a low blood neighborhood.
But anyways, with all your rambling.
Alright, sorry. But also Zebra had low blood.
Yeah, but they were like, he got them cleared.
I guess that makes sense.
Or something, I don't know.
Blech. Must be nice to have friends in high places.
You ask Marcy where she lives.
Wherever I feel like. Depends.
So she's just like Damon. Her hive was destroyed, or possibly up a tree like Boulder. Although it's possible she was just fucking with you.
I wish you'd stop comparing me to people like I should know what you're talking about. And no, my hive is fine. It just gets boring cleaning the same fucking building over and over again.
You get how that could be cool, going from place to place, like Damon goes looking for meat, and Connell and Osdaja look for people to kill. Everyone here seems to be weirdly obsessive and hyper-fixated.
And there he goes, continuing on comparing to people and...
Maybe that's what happens when you bring up a bunch of kids in a robot-regulated world where the only rule is don't get cold, and by the way, some of you are inherently inferior, have fun. As you get closer to Zebra's hive.
Wait, what? No. Hold on. What the fuck are you doing?
We're going to go...
No.
We're going to give Zebra an actual friend, Ashley.
No.
This is his redemption story. The beginning of it.
I don't trust like that. No.
I trust.
No.
I trust enough for both of us.
I am very tempted to just go, backtrack, but the whole thing we're doing this fucking recording.
Yeah. Anyway, you begin to get chilly strut pods. What if he tries to make Marcy into one of his guests? He has that weird thing for lowbloods.
Of fucking course he would try to. Why the fuck did you think this was a good idea? Out of all of your high blood friends, you decided to go to the one who's... Do you actually consider Zebra your friend? I don't... What? I don't understand this. I don't fucking...
I mean, main character just kind of flies by the seat of his pants.
Okay, but...
You figure...
There's other high bloods.
You figure she'll be safe if she's with you, but you aren't always the best at making good decisions when you have more than one friend to deal with at once.
Gallic is right there. We could have... I just spelled something. We could have interactions with Gallic that don't revolve around shipping.
Well.
I mean, we had some, but they were in the bad route, so I don't know. One sec, I'll pause that because I just spelled something. And we're back. Anywho.
Let's go get Zebra's epic love story on the road. This will be his special sun pony.
His what?
His special sun pony.
Some pony?
Yeah.
Cause he's a zebra?
Honestly, I didn't even think about it. I was just talking.
You're just doing your brony stuff?
Yeah.
Did you already read that?
Yes. The sight of Zebra's Lucius glaring at you from the upstairs window clinches it. You can't take another condescending stare from Zebra Dad.
Okay, so we're not going to Zebra's house, right? Where are we going? I hope you weren't talking about this pathetic mess on the seat. Huh?
She cleaned up your back seat.
Ah, barely worth my time.
You can make a better mess, you swear.
Oh, no. I don't want a staged mess. What?
Fuck. Okay. Who you know who is kind of a slob, but also not a total piece of shit? Main character. I can't believe you don't believe in Zebra.
It's like I should just continue, but I want to see if I can guess. How many people have we met? Saraba's bedroom was messy, but not really any other parts of the house. We're going uptown anyway, so that's a moot point, but, Oh! Tizius!
Maybe. Oh, what?
Huh?
Goat Dad lets you in with a hysterically happy bleat. Aw, missed you too, Goat Dad. Marcy weathers his snuffling and nuzzles, and when he tries to eat one of her rubber gloves, she scratches him behind his ears as a distraction. She gently removes the glove from his mouth.
It's like that'll register in my brain and then didn't register in my brain at the same time because I'm just hyper fixating on Goat Dad!
You know, they have similar horns.
Oh yeah.
That's funky.
I'm having mild whiplash right now because I'm like, Gallic was right there, I kept saying as we were going to Zebra's hive and I was about to murder main character. But anyway. I need these, actually.
You called a Gallic, but he doesn't respond. Maybe he's out. What was my voice for him? Was it the Bakura-esque one, or...?
No, because, like, Tagro was more of a Bakura voice.
Right.
He was, like, angry teacher, kinda? Not really?
Oh, yeah, that guy. Right, okay. Gotcha. Probably.
Anyway.
The coffee pot is half full, but it's cold. Goat Dad bleats and butts you gently. Aw, poor guy. Are you lonely? Has Gallic been neglecting you now that he has a hate boyfriend?
Goat Dad is just so fluffy, man.
Marcy is a little more uncomfortable here than she had been in your car, but when she catches sight of Gallic's study, all that slough, all of it sloughs off. It's even more of a mess than it had been last time you were here, when he'd been trying to impress you with his intellectual clutter. She gets down to work immediately, stacking books alphabetically and sorting papers into piles by subject. You know Gallic is an A-type personality who will probably go briefly ballistic at the knowledge someone has messed with his stuff, but Marcy is just so organized and thorough.
Should we be concerned right now?
I don't know. I don't know the character well enough. You feel sort of weird about just standing here and watching her clean, so you gather up all the used dishes and bring them into the kitchen. When you're done with that, you figure you'll just try to be entertaining. You ask her if she's seen any movies recently. Since you've made friends with Zebede, and started hanging out with Tagiri's anime club, you've been exposed to multiple cultural touchstones.
Is Tagiri's anime club more than just Tagiri and Polypa, or...?
No.
Okay, that phrasing just confused me for a second, I don't know. Yeah, I don't really watch much TV. Don't worry, I don't need to be entertained.
She kneels down to start dusting beneath the couch.
I know you think I'm basic, and that's fine. I don't really give a shit what anyone thinks. Let alone a condescending alien with no blood color to speak of. Excuse me?
Yikes.
I have a blood color, thank you. So if you wouldn't mind...
Crunch, crunch, crunch.
Uh-oh.
Oh. Oh no.
Oh god, no.
Crunch, crunch, crunch.
What the hell is that noise?
It might be a goat.
And
And there you go again, getting swept up in a friendly endeavor and totally beefing it. You forgot about Goat Dad's propensity for nomming on anything within reach, and he spent the last 10 minutes happily munching on several leather-bound notebooks.
Oh, that's not good.
Gallic's experimental word rumpuses. Word rumpuses. Fuck, he loves those. He's going to murder you.
Oh, that's not good. Also, wait a minute. What if Goat Dad isn't eating them because, haha, quirky goat eats paper and stuff? What if those are like, fucking, how do you phrase this? What if those are like conspiracy theory, bad, what if that stuff could get him cold? And Goat Dad is, cleaning up,
Interesting thought with no basis.
I mean, I don't know. Goat Dad seems responsible. Not really, but,
To smooth another layer onto this farce, the front door creaks open and Gallic's voice rings out, calling to Goat Dad, who lets out an excited bleat and scampers off, trailing little white scraps.
Yeah. This is bad.
Marcy looks from you to the front of the house and down at the paper trail, then she's out the window and off down the hill, because, though basic she may be, she's no idiot.
Oh, God.
Hey, good job, you actually found the bad route.
Huh.
Scamper.
Oh, dang. There's Gallic back there, like, he's just looming, and you're just like,
Thank goodness I didn't have to figure out what his voice was supposed to be.
Oh, man. But I almost just clicked off and was like, okay, let's do the next chapter. And I was like, all right, we need to next. Yeah, that was fun though. I'm enjoying this. This is neat.
Yeah. Gotta go downtown.
So she's just like do 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 do. I don't know.
Do 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 do. That's the noise of scampering. Yeah.
Anyway, I still don't have good words right now, so we'll.
Goodbye, inferior hemochromatic peons.
You're like a mid-blood. What the fuck are you talking about?
Therefore, there are people below me, and I can frickin' diss them.
Anyway, see you guys in the next thing. Bye bye.